Mara Brock-Akil is going to be doing some interesting things very soon. She is set to reimagine Judy Blume's classic Forever for Netflix. I got a little press release here, and we saw a trailer which we'll react to in a minute. It says here, for few narratives, it did not for few. Few narratives resonate more profoundly than the timeless saga of first love, capturing the essence of passion, butterflies, and the inevitable heartbreak. Now, Lovey Simone and Michael Cooper Jr. are set to grace the screen in Mara Brock-Akil's new Netflix series, Forever, Netflix announced. This reimagining of Judy Blume's iconic 1975 novel, can't even read. Maybe I need to go read the novel. This reimagining of Judy Blume's iconic 1975 novel promises an epic love story that transcends time, exploring the journey of two Black teens navigating romance and self-discovery as they step into the uncharted territory of being each other's firsts. Mara Brock-Akil, a master in crafting narratives of Black love and growth through her creations like Girlfriends and Being Mary Jane, promises to capture the essence of first love and the enduring impact it holds. Like the original novel, Forever digs deep into the idea that your first love remains etched in your heart forever, a sentiment that resonates universally. And Forever will drop on Netflix on May 8th. It looks like it's a series. Oh, no, I'm wrong. It's a film.
Yeah. I'm excited
Okay,
about this. I read the Judy Blume books when I was
okay.
younger. So there's that connection there. Also, I mean, they had me at Mara Brock-Akil and Lovey Simone. Mara Brock-Akil, because she's just been involved with so much.
Right.
Jamie Foxx show, Being Mary Jane, as you said. Wait, I have
Girlfriends.
here. Girlfriends.
Give us a list.
Producer of Black Lightning.
Okay.
She was producer on Read Between the Lines, which I think only ran for 1 or 2 seasons.
I don't know that one.
It was a show with Malcolm Jamal Warner on BET. The Game, probably one of the most.
I know of it, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah, she was involved with all iterations of The Game, actually. Moesha, producer.
Come on now.
So yeah, her resume is long, and just with the list of shows that I just gave, I'm sure people can imagine how talented she is, because those are some heavy hitters.
Yeah, he was reading off that shit.
Yeah, which is why whenever I hear she's involved with something, I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta see that, because so far she's hit it out the park. I think her and her husband are in TV and film.
Okay.
And Lovey Simone, I remember her from, I used to watch Greenleaf when it was on. There's a show on OWN. And Lovey Simone was great. She played the daughter of one of the pastors. She was she was great. So I'm excited to see her in this sort of role where she's at the forefront of the story. And I mean, I don't know. I kind of like when these things happen. These adaptations of books. I know it's not technically an adaptation, it's a reimagining, as you said. So I'm really interested to see how it translates on screen. I do not remember the book, to be honest. But I'm excited about it nonetheless. Judy Blume was always a name that I knew as an author when I was growing up. So it just sounds really cool. I don't know what the rating on it is, but it sounds like something I would watch with my nieces.
Okay. And the trailer? Or the first look trailer?
It was good. It looks good. It looks like there's, love in the air, a lot of young love. I'm into that. Listen, I,
Right.
I I came here and I said that there's not enough romance happening in the movies, so
Okay.
why not?
Right.
I also feel
Okay.
like, hot take, the romance a lot of times tends to be young romance. Do you notice that? Is it that after a while, like, is this a thing about filmmakers? Do they just feel like after a certain stage in life, love is silly? I don't know.
I don't know if that's necessarily true because,
We
like,
don't hear
even
a
the
lot of that
classic rom
anymore.
coms.
Yeah, but how often do? But this is back to our conversation from the other day. How often does that roll around? Like, is
Well, I was
it
just
just
gonna say,
cynicism that's sorry?
no finish.
No, I was just gonna say, is it cynicism that we're dealing with when it comes to stuff like this? I don't know. I'm just curious.
I think Hollywood goes through waves,
Mm-hmm.
and so I think, like I said, I think the superhero stuff is the wave right now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I think that action type film has kind of dominated.
Yeah.
And I think that's the wave right now. Rom com had its day. It was rocking out for quite some time. So I think that's number one. Number two is I was
Mm-hmm.
gonna say I don't think it's necessarily about young love because a lot of the rom coms were not about young people.
Oh, but they were
It was adults, 30,
okay.
40, 50s, like
No, typically I feel like rom-coms are people like in their 20s and are about people in their 20s, maybe their early 30s, or like they just turned 30 so they can be like, "Oh, I'm old. I've got to get my life together." Cuz that's the narrative, that you turn
yeah,
30 and your life is
yeah,
somehow ending.
right.
People don't. Anyway, that's a whole other conversation that we could get into about being in your 30s and how it's way better. But um anyway, so yeah, I don't know. I don't know, it's just a thought I had. I'm not necessarily saying that I'm right about it. I'm just thinking out loud, and I'm curious, you know.
I got you. The trailer I thought was cool. Judy Blume was definitely a big name when we were younger. Um, I feel like there was even some mandatory reading for Judy Blume when we were
Mhm.
kids. I don't know if we necessarily read this one, but I do remember it being her name being big when we were young, and it was definitely a household name. So it's interesting to see that one, Netflix got this deal, and two, that Netflix is doing this film,
Mhm.
and three, that Mara is involved in it. I did not know her name before today, but as you can see, I know plenty of her work.
Yeah.
And yeah, she does her thing. She clearly has skills and knows how to put things together. So put out quality product. So and things that people connect to, right? Because people, yeah, quality's cool, but a lot of the things that she's known for are relative to the community, right? A lot of people feel like
Yeah.
I can relate to the cast of Girlfriends. I can relate to Moesha. I can relate to whoever. So I think she's a good person to tap for the relativity piece of
Yeah.
this. Um, Clearly, she has a good understanding of how to do that, and the trailer looks cool. Not necessarily my favorite type of film, but one, I would watch it for this pod, and two, I like the idea of two people in different realms trying to kind of come together, but struggling to do so. For me, the best line in the trailer was when she said, "I can't afford to think about anybody right now," or whatever it was that she said. Basically, I ain't got time for a nigga. You know what I mean?
That's what all right.
Basically,
Yeah,
basically,
and I can understand that.
Yeah, she's out
That
there
is
running
relatable.
track and trying to do her thing. Yes, listen, who has time?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Um
so that's one of my favorite lines in the movie In Time.
mm, mhm.
It's just almost the same sentiment. His mom is like trying to convince him, like, I want grandkids. You need a girlfriend. You should hook up with so and so's granddaughter.
Mhm.
He's like, Mom, who has time for a girlfriend?
Literally, who has time?
Yeah, and that was the point. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No, I dig that. That was a great movie.